problems based on rupees and paise, we are going to go ahead with the next 5 questions of the same exercise 8D. In my yesterday's topic, we have done 5 questions from the same exercise where I have explained you 5 different situations or a story kind of thing where you have understood, we have read, and then we have done the solution of those questions. Now today, moving ahead, we are going to do 5 more situations based on the same conditions for rupees and paise. So, without wasting the time, let us start with the question number 6 of exercise 8D. Where question number 6 says, Nina has rupees 627 and 43 paise with her. She went for shopping and spent rupees 287.62 paise. How much money is left with her? Two things are given in the question, children. When I am reading the question, you should notice this thing, children, that we should read the question step-wise, that is the sentence-wise. My first sentence said that the amount which Nina had with her is rupees 6. Total amount what Nina had in her wallet or in her purse is rupees 627 and 43 paise. She went for shopping and spent there. Spent means that now the money what she has spent is gone. She has purchased the thing, and for that she gave how much money? She gave rupees 287.62 paise. This she spent. Now once she spent, that means it has gone out from her pocket. Now this money is not going to come back. From this total amount, this much money she has spent. Now what is the amount left with her? Left means what is there now still with her in her purse, that we have to find. So amount left will be, again you will make the columns of rupees and paise, write down the total amount with a dot, then the amount which she spent, subtraction sign. Now we will do the subtraction. Why I am doing subtraction? Because we have to find out the left out amount, and when we are there to find out the remaining thing or remaining portion, there we do the subtraction value. Here I have 1, 14, this gives the carry, borrow is taken, then again I took the borrow from 1, here I am having 9, this gives borrow again, 3. So what is the amount left with Nina is rupees 339.81 paise. Same question number 7, it is said that Rina purchased a book. She has purchased 3 books. I will be explaining you the situation, children. Let us have this as English book, then this as Hindi book, then she purchased math book. Math book she purchased. Now 3 books she has purchased. Amount what she gave for this is rupees 158 and 25 paise. For Hindi book she gave rupees 129 and 75 paise. For math book she gave rupees 150. Now you have to find in the question what is the total amount she spent in buying these 3 books. That means all together how much she has given. So when we are supposed to find the value all together by taking all things together or by combining the total amount, there we do the operation of addition. And for that you will be writing the statements and then you are going to solve in the same way as I did here. So this question will be there for you people to do the practice in your math notebook on your own. Same you have question number 8. Sunil bought postage stamp for the from the post office for this much rupees. He gave this much to the person sitting at the counter. How much more money does she has to give? Sunil has bought, question number 8. Sunil has bought, what he bought? He bought stamp. Stamp, what is the cost of the stamp he bought? The cost of the stamp is rupees 59 and 20 paisa. That means he has bought, that means he has taken, and for this he has to pay. How much money he has to pay? He has to pay rupees 59. This much money he has to give to the post office. The one who is sitting in the post office, for purchasing the stamp, he has to give this much. From this amount, Sunil has given, he gave how much? He gave rupees 27 and 10 paisa to the person who was sitting at the counter. That means this much money he has given. Still he has to give more money to complete this transaction. For example, let us have one example for understanding this. You have bought a chocolate of 10 rupees. Okay. You gave the shopkeeper 6 rupees for the chocolate. And the chocolate is for 10 rupees. So how much more money you will be giving? Still you have to give some more amount to complete your 10 rupees expenditure. So for that, how much you will give more? You will be giving 4 rupees more to make it your value for chocolate as 10. So similarly here, what we are going to do is, we will be finding out the left out amount, and for that, so more money what he has to give, he will give is, again make the columns of rupees and paisa, write the amount here, and then do the subtraction value. You will get your left amount which he will be giving to the shopkeeper. That is the person who is sitting at the counter of the post office. Okay children. Now question number 9. The prices of some articles are given in the book. Now the articles which are given is a ball. What is the cost of this ball? 10 rupees. Then a pencil. The cost of this pencil is given as 5 rupees 50 paise. Then you have a book. The book is of rupees 79 and 80 paise. And then you have a bottle. The rupees for this bottle is 82 rupees 25 paise. The 4 items are given to you in question number 9. Find the total amount spent on a ball. First situation, a ball you bought. Then a thermos, that is a water bottle, that is this one, and a pencil. Total amount means all together. So now you do one thing, you write the cost. 10 rupees 0 paise for ball, thermos is this 82 rupees 25 paise, and pencil is for 5 rupees 15 paise. Do the column wise addition and then find the answer. I got it as 97 rupees 75 paise for the total amount spent on these 3 items. Similarly, the B and C part you will do, where first you will be writing the value of the book, then of the thermos, and after that you will be adding them up to get the answer as I got in the first part. Okay children, so in today's video we have done from question number 6 to question number 9 with the solution. I have given you a question for doing it on your own. This will be your classwork for today, and do watch the video carefully children for better understanding. Please do the work in your notebook with a very neat and clean handwriting. and then